Welcome to Timeless Affair. What happens when a 60-year-old teacher pays a 20-year-old to have an affair with her? Today we're diving into the age gap, romance in the film Good Luck to You, Leo Grande, starring Emma Thompson as Nancy Stokes and Daryl McCormack as Leo Grande. This film tells a beautiful and complex story about self-discovery, intimacy, and breaking free from societal norms. Nancy Stokes, a retired school teacher in her 60s, is feeling the weight of unfulfilled desires after a lifetime of being a devoted wife and mother. She realizes that she has never truly enjoyed herself in bed. 2 years after her husband's death, and with her children living their own lives, Nancy decides to take a bold step to change this. Nancy rents an expensive hotel room and hires a young escort, Leo Grande, hoping to experience the joy and intimacy she has only read about in books. Meanwhile, Leo, a charming and confident young man in his mid-20s, prepares for the meeting by having a cup of coffee at a nearby cafe. He is used to meeting new clients and knows how to make them feel comfortable. When Leo arrives at the hotel, he greets Nancy with warmth and compliments, trying to ease her nerves. I kiss you on the cheek. Guess that would be fine. Sensing her discomfort, Leo suggests they drink some champagne and talk a little to help her relax. Nancy, constantly reminded of their age difference, feels awkward, but Leo is unfazed, assuring her that he has had older clients before. As they converse, Nancy's initial discomfort begins to melt away. She reveals that she has always been a proper, well-mannered woman, and her life has been quite ordinary until now. Her retirement has left her feeling like her life is over without ever truly having lived. This meeting with Leo is her chance to change that. Despite her growing ease, Nancy is still conflicted about Leo's profession. She finds it hard to reconcile her traditional values with her desire to experience intimacy with a young, handsome man. At the same time, she doesn't want to waste any more time and is eager to move forward. Sensing her hesitation, Leo gently kisses her, helping her to let go of her fears. But do you mind, do you want? Am I? A disappointment, so to speak. Nancy worries that she might not be able to arouse Leo and suggests that he take a pill to help. But Leo reassures her that he doesn't need it. Realizing that the moment of intimacy is approaching, Nancy rushes to the bathroom to freshen up and change. Meanwhile, Leo makes himself comfortable, but when Nancy returns, she is put off by the smell of a candy bar he had eaten. Leo quickly brushes his teeth, understanding that Nancy's discomfort is more about her own insecurities than anything else. Nancy's fear of intimacy resurfaces, and she considers backing out, offering to pay Leo without proceeding. Leo, however, gently reassures her, reminding her that this is a deliberate decision she made to experience something new, and fulfilling it feels controversial. Suddenly, I don't find it controversial to want something like this, even to want it. They lie down together, and Nancy begins to see Leo not just as a young escort, but as an educated, understanding individual. She learns about his background, including how he deceives his mother about his job, telling her he works on an oil rig. Their conversations grow deeper, and Nancy shares more about her life, including her 2 children and her late husband, who was her only partner. She reveals that their intimate life was monotonous and unsatisfying. Leo listens and encourages her to let go of her past and embrace the moment. Gradually, Nancy starts to feel more relaxed and open with Leo. As Nancy becomes more comfortable, she decides to act on a wish list she had prepared. She begins with the first and most challenging item, asking Leo to help her let go of her inhibitions. Leo suggests role-playing, but Nancy finds the idea silly and begins to cry. Leo comforts her, sharing stories of other clients to help her feel more at ease. By their second meeting, Nancy is noticeably more relaxed and communicative. She has prepared a list of things she wants to try, starting with her first and most difficult challenge. So I've made a list of things that I'd like to get through. Oh, that sounds sexy. Don't lock me. I'm a teacher. Old habits die hard. Despite still feeling some hesitation, Nancy is determined to explore her desires. Leo helps her through this journey with patience and understanding, teaching her to appreciate and love herself as she is. Their third meeting is even more liberating for Nancy. She allows herself to enjoy the experience, fully crossing off another item from her list. However, when Nancy tries to get to know Leo better, he is reluctant to share too much about his personal life, maintaining boundaries that he feels are necessary. But what about you, the real you? I'm whatever you want me to be. As Nancy and Leo's meetings progress, they develop a deeper connection, but this also brings underlying tensions to the surface. Nancy, feeling more confident, starts to probe into Leo's personal life, wanting to know more about the man behind the escort. She discovers his real name, Connor, and learns about his strained relationship with his mother. This intrusion into his private life creates the first significant conflict between them. Nancy, realizing her mistake, apologizes profusely. She tries to explain that her intentions were good and that she just wanted to feel closer to him. Leo, still hurt, explains that his job is a conscious choice that allows him to feel needed and wanted, and that crossing these boundaries threatens his sense of control and privacy. Leo, who values the boundaries he has set for his professional relationships, is upset by Nancy's actions. He feels that she has overstepped, and this breaches the trust they have built. During one of their meetings, Nancy brings up her discovery thinking it will bring them closer, but instead it pushes Leo away. He becomes angry and starts packing up to leave, saying he can no longer continue their arrangement. He opens up on how his mother disowned him after catching him sleeping with a girl in high school and how she tells people that he died. She tried to hide her abortion, but I could just feel it vibrating through the walls, and he leaves but returns moments later to look for his phone. He gets frustrated and starts punching the wall, telling her that this is the last time they meet and that he will pay her back her money. This confrontation brings a moment of clarity for both of them. Nancy understands that her actions were invasive and that she needs to respect Leo's boundaries. She reflects on her own life and realizes that her need to know more about Leo was driven by her own insecurities and the lack of genuine intimacy in her past relationships. On the other hand, Leo acknowledges that Nancy's curiosity stemmed from genuine care and connection, something he rarely experiences in his line of work. He sees that Nancy's actions, though misguided, were not meant to harm him, but to bridge the emotional gap she felt. Nancy, now more confident and self-assured, meets Leo at the hotel once again, this time in the cafe. They both sense that this will be their last meeting, and there's a mix of sadness and acceptance in the air. But Nancy has come a long way from the nervous, self-conscious woman she was at their first meeting. She has grown into her own, embracing her desires and shedding the guilt and shame that had held her back for so long. It's a very powerful thing, sexual fulfillment. It makes you feel what it made me feel, invincible. She thanks Leo for helping her discover this new part of herself and apologizes for any discomfort her previous actions might have caused. Leo, too, has found this journey transformative through Nancy. He's been reminded of the deep human need for connection and understanding. He appreciates the honesty and vulnerability that Nancy has shown him, and he acknowledges the impact she has had on his life. As they sit together, Nancy reflects on the significance of their encounters. She realizes that it was never just about the physical intimacy, it was about finding herself and reclaiming her sense of worth and joy. She shares with Leo how much she has learned about her own needs and desires and how grateful she is for the experience. You're the only adventure I've ever had. The only freedom, and I wanted it to be real. Leo, in turn, opens up about his own struggles. He explains that, while his job as an escort has allowed him to meet many different people and provide them with companionship, it has also highlighted the loneliness he sometimes feels. He admits that the connection he has shared with Nancy is unique and special, something that doesn't come along. Often their conversation turns to the future. Nancy is now ready to move forward with her life, armed with the confidence and self-assurance she gained from her time with Leo. She no longer feels the need to seek validation from others. She understands her worth and is ready to live life to the fullest. For Leo, this final meeting is a reminder of why he chose this path in the first place. He finds fulfillment in helping others and making them feel valued, but he also acknowledges the emotional toll it can take. He decides to take a break from his work to reflect on his own needs and desires, inspired by Nancy's journey of self-discovery. As they part ways, there is a sense of mutual respect and understanding between them. They both know that their time together has come to an end, but the impact of their encounters will stay with them forever. Leo, the first think this should be the last time we made. I'm glad you booked me. I'm glad you came. Nancy leaves the hotel with a renewed sense of purpose, ready to embrace her new life with confidence and joy. Leo, too, leaves with a sense of closure. He feels proud of the role he played in Nancy's transformation and is inspired to take some time for himself to explore his own path forward. Their journey together has been one of growth, discovery, and mutual respect, leaving both of them changed for the better. Thank you all for watching this deep dive into Good Luck to You, Leo Grande. This film beautifully captures the transformative power of human connection and the journey of self-discovery. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment about what you thought of the movie, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more age gap love stories. Until next time.